What is really important in this life? Is it the power, the money, the faith, or maybe the... As a minimalist, what makes me happy is what is important to me. So I focus on a few things as possible. Deciding on what is important to you in life is subjective, and you don't have to be a minimalist to define what is really important to you in life. But then, if you ever feel the need to simplify your life, you may consider the things that have been important to me since I decided to become a minimalist. Health comes before anything else comes. As a minimalist, I try my best to make more time for my health.
To achieve that, I concentrate on both emotional and physical health.
Emotionally, I try my best to do away with negative emotions like worrying, anger, and jealousy. When you think about these negative emotions, something like worrying, it doesn't really help us in any way. If you really can do something about anything that is causing you to worry, you do it. If you can't, then you don't have to worry at all. And anger is one negative feeling that makes you feel better. Getting angry at somebody is like drinking a poison and expecting the person to die. And jealousy, I think, is one negative feeling that really destroys us. You don't have to be jealous about anybody, and it all comes because we compare ourselves to others. If you find a way to compare yourself to yourself, compare who you are today to who you were yesterday, then you wouldn't find a need to jealous anybody at all. Physically, I pay attention to 5 things: food, exercise, sleep, meditation, and hospital. When it comes to food, I try my best to eat for the body I want and not the body I have. Most cases, the problem is our throats. Our throat is what makes us crave for something delicious or yummy. But then always remember that once the food passes your throat and go into your stomach, it's no longer about what is yummy or what is delicious. It's about what is good or bad, what is going to affect you or what is going to help your body be on a good health. When it comes to exercise, I try my best to do it 4 times in a week, of which most of the time I do, but sometimes I skip some. So on Monday, I work on the arms, Wednesdays, I work on my stomach, and on Friday, I work on my lower part as well, doing some squatting and all that. On Sunday, I go out for a jog. When it comes to sleeping, I try my best to go with the doctor's advice that we have to sleep 8 hours to get a healthy or a good sleep habit. I try my best, sometimes 7 hours, 6 hours, but I realize in most cases I get 5 hours. Meditation. Meditation is something I introduced into my life when I finally decided to be a minimalist. I don't really have a good schedule when it comes to meditating. I just meditate as and when I feel like meditating, but then I do it more often. And the maximum time I do per time is like 10 minutes, sometimes 15, but it's mostly 10 minutes.
Finding a comfortable seated position. One that reflects a sense of wakefulness and presence.
I think meditation have helped me to really pay attention, to be in the moment and stay as calm as I can. Hospitals. Some problems are actually not problems until we refuse to go to the hospital. So in my case, when I have a specific health issue that persists for more than 3 days, I try my best to see the doctor. As human beings, we live for each other. We are designed to relate to our surroundings, the people, the nature, the spirits. No one is completely independent. So the better your relationship with others, the happier you are. Personally, when it comes to my relationship, I categorize them into 3. My intrapersonal relationship, interpersonal relationship, and my faith-based relationship. Intrapersonal relationship is the relationship I have with my own self. If you don't have a good relationship with your own self, it's very difficult to step outside yourself and have a good relationship with any person outside of yourself. So when it comes to that, I try, in most cases, I spend time alone, of which that is what I always do. And I meditate, pay attention to myself, and be in the moment with only myself. And I also pay attention to my body. It's really important to pay attention to your body, and not necessarily when you are meditating or spending time alone, but when you are walking, when you are actually doing anything at all, you have to pay attention to your muscles, your body, any sensation that you feel, any pain, release stress. Maybe you have to pay attention to that part and give more attention to that part. My interpersonal relationship is the relationship between myself and other people outside of my own self. The time I spend with my family, the time I spend with my friends, and the time I spend with the people around me. When it comes to spending time with people, I make sure I give my whole attention to them as at the time when I'm talking to them. I don't talk to them and still be on my phone, or I don't talk to them and do other things whilst I'm with them. I give my full attention to them in that moment when I'm with them. When it comes to my faith-based relationship, I pray and live a moral life. If you believe in God like I do, then you know there is a being that is bigger than both me and you that expects us to have a good relationship with Him. With moral lifestyle, I think the 10 Commandments can do all this work for us. All the thou shalt nots are the things that you can just consider when it comes to trying to live a moral life. There's a good lessons in there. If you are not growing, then you are dying. To make this clear, think about a plant. More specifically, think about a fruit you enjoy. Let's say an apple. When an apple is still on the tree, it is still growing. But once it is picked, it starts to die. When you see an apple in your local market, you don't think of it as a dying thing. You think of it as it's ripe, which makes you think it is in some sort of ideal state. As people, we are not different. The moment we stop to grow physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, we start to die in those aspects. Growing is the things that we do to make ourselves better than what we used to be. In simple puts, you can call it self-improvement. But the thing is, growth is not easy. In most cases, growth is the one thing that we lack the drive to do. The book we are not reading, the passion we are not pursuing, the prayer we are not seeing. As I try to live simple, I can now make more time to pursue my passion, read, learn new things, and grow as an individual. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we care about is called passion. A life without passion is a life without meaning. Most of the things we do in our active years is geared towards making a living and not making a life. Life is simple, and it is even simpler if you live on purpose. There is nothing that gives more fulfillment like pursuing your passion. It gives you purpose, fulfillment, and a reason to wake up every morning. As a minimalist, I bring more meaning into my life by differentiating clearly the difference between the things I do to earn a living and the things I do to pursue my passion. When I was a kid, I always dreamed of being on TV, teaching and preaching to people on possibilities. I actually have a dream to write a book, and that is actually my passion. On the other hand, I also have dreams like being in real estate and owning businesses, and I think that is the thing I want to do to earn a living. What I really feel passionate about is to write a book that will inspire people to believe that everything is possible. So I spend time almost every day reading, learning, and writing, and there is nothing that makes me more fulfilled than completing a topic. There is nothing comparable to making the world a better place for others. It is funny how good contributing to others make us feel. There is a sense of fulfillment in that you can never get from buying things. It makes you happy. It puts a real smile on your face and the face of the people you contribute to. As a minimalist, I create more, spend less so I can contribute to make the life of others better. In my case with contribution, I couldn't have looked any further than to consider the little kindness that we can offer to people, the smiles, the attention we pay to people, and in some cases, the money that we give to people. It could be small, but irrespective of how small it could be, it can go a long way to make a big difference into the life of people. So anytime that I see that I can contribute to people in terms of money, I try to give the little to people to make their life better. Again, I also donate the things I don't use. I've already said that in my previous videos. When you have things that you don't use, you can donate to people and maybe it will find a better place in their house than in your home. And lastly, I also contribute my time. Time is very precious. So whenever I have spare time, I contribute it by staying with people, helping to push a cause, helping a community labor, or doing something that would change the life of people to be better. My name is Mustafa Murphy Mubarak. You can call me Kofi Murphy. This is Wisdom Formula. Over here, we believe everything is possible once you have the formula to convert your knowledge into wisdom. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you in my next video.